Good morning. I'm Jen Wall. Thank you for joining us. The Arizona Department of Health Services has just released new numbers on coronavirus cases statewide. DHS is reporting there are now 10,526 confirmed cases and 517 deaths. The number of cases are up from yesterday when there were 9,945 confirmed cases and 450 deaths. A record 20.5 million jobs were lost last month, according to the April jobs report released this morning by the Labor Department. This caused the unemployment rate to jump up to 14.7%. That's up from 4.4% in March. The coronavirus has wiped out all job gains since the Great Recession. More than 33 million Americans have filed for unemployment claims over the past 2 months. 12 News has learned the state could cut unemployment benefits. The state had to pay an outside company $2 million to process 200,000 jobless claims for gig workers. But people already collecting benefits could lose them if they refuse to take a job. The Department of Economic Security says individuals can continue to receive benefits if they have good cause not to return to an employer, but that will be determined on a case-by-case basis. And if you've been waiting to get your hair cut or colored, you are in luck. That's because salons and barbershops just reopened today. And they say they'll be taking extra precautions to get back to business. Now, this is a nail salon in Phoenix. And while the changes vary by salon, some say they'll screen clients, or maybe both stylists and hair clients or nail clients will wear masks and gloves. No extra guests could be allowed at some salons, and some could even have to wait outside until their stations are sanitized. So here's what one nail salon owner has to say about his reopening.
Let's reopen Arizona. Let's reopen America. Let's make things happen because, hello, life without socialization. We're social creatures. We need to get out there. We need to talk to people. We need to be able to hug people. We need to be able to shake people's hands. You know, it's like a politician approach, shaking hands and kissing babies. We need that. That's just not for politicians. That's for, you know, the nail salon owner or a real estate broker or, you know, the Papa John's manager. It doesn't make a difference. We all are in need of that, and our society as a whole needs that because that's who we are as a country. We love to be part of each other's lives.
Also today, retail businesses can start full in-store sales. Restaurants are offering limited dine-in services with precautionary measures starting next week, and Governor Ducey's current stay-at-home order is set to expire in on May 15th. And while Arizona is slowly reopening, the White House is calling on the CDC to revise its recommendations for reopening the U.S. The White House Coronavirus Task Force accused the Center for Disease Control of being too restrictive in its recommendations. Right now, the current federal guidelines on reopening and easing social distancing are broad and leave much of the decision-making up to governors. And now to a 12 News exclusive. A dancer from Arizona has been stuck on a cruise ship for nearly 2 months. The passengers got off the ship more than a month ago, but tens of thousands of crew members are on board and have no idea when they'll be able to go home. Now she's opening up only to 12 News about being stranded at sea.
McKenna Madden has been dancing on cruise ships for nearly 3 years. Her boyfriend Nick Lees from England works on the ship too.
And this was going to be our last one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so things kind of didn't go as planned.
The two are still on the ship, 50 days after the last passenger disembarked in Miami.
Just sailing around for 49, 50 days.
Floating around Barbados.
Haven't touched land.
And while close to 1,000 crew members on this Royal Caribbean ship wait and wait for their chance to get off.
It's crazy. I feel trapped.
Trapped as the Centers for Disease Control remain in conflict with cruise ships around the world. So far, the CDC has agreed to let thousands of cruise workers disembark, but reports it's approved just 16 American crew members from Royal Caribbean ships since April 15th. Royal Caribbean has not responded to our request for comment, but in an internal memo dated May 3rd said, quote, "The CDC will only allow cruise members to disembark if company executives attest, subject to criminal penalties including imprisonment, that each crew member will comply with certain conditions after disembarking the ships. The statement said that, quote, the legal risk could not be ignored.
There's no communication going on whatsoever. And then they keep giving us false hope and then taking it all away.
And no clue when they'll finally be able to come home.
As of now, there's no news of Americans getting off the ship.
Wow, well, their ship is scheduled to be in Miami this month, but McKenna doesn't know if officials will let her get off the ship and come home. They hope sharing their story will push the government and the cruise lines to make changes. Let's go ahead and take another look at the new totals of coronavirus cases just released by the Arizona Department of Health Services. DHS is reporting there are now 10,526 confirmed cases and 517 deaths. The number of cases are up from yesterday when there were 9,945 confirmed cases and 450 deaths. Taking a closer look at the numbers here in Maricopa County, according to the county health department, there are 5,288 confirmed cases. 228 people have died, 811 people are in the hospital, and 219 are in the intensive care unit. And don't forget, you can always find the latest information surrounding the coronavirus and how it's affecting Arizona on the 12 News app. It's free to download if you haven't done that already. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this latest update. Have a great day and stay safe, Arizona.